So we're gonna do daily breakdown. So we're gonna start off first with US30. So check this out, guys, on the daily time frame. So the daily yesterday we did close above this area of resistance, right? Right now we're currently getting a pullback again into the zone of support, which is a pretty nice area of support, right? It will support here, resistance at one point, and pretty much price is coming back into zone, retesting it, right? So we're gonna keep it very simple this morning. We're not gonna do anything complicated. So yesterday recap and the breakdown, I explained to you guys obviously the buy position that we took that was pretty much the break and retest above the 38,800. So once we got that, once again we're getting those pullbacks again into the same exact zone. So the plan is going to remain the same as yesterday. So the only way that I'll be interested in taking buy position with US30 this morning will only be if price can manage to break and retest once again above the 38,800, right? At the moment, price is currently trading under it, right? So obviously it's not a great idea to start looking for buys since we're pretty much under these zones over here. So it doesn't really make sense looking for buys under support, right? So if we do manage to get a very clean candle break above the 38,800, we get those minor pullbacks obviously off the lower time frame. We do see that price again starts rejecting off the support zone. This will be a great area to start looking for buy opportunities back into the upside. So obviously with my first target is going to be back over here, which is 38,940. If price starts breaking above this zone, obviously we got more target that we can target. For example, this can be the second target if it breaks, or if it continues breaking, right, this can be another third target. Overall target for the bullish trend will be the up here, which will be the 39,260 areas, right? Only if the bullish volume continues to hold this throughout these next couple of days. So check this out. At the moment, we're pretty much trading under this zone over here. So if price during the New York session continues to remain itself under this zone, right, and we start seeing those bearish confirmation, right, let's say that price pretty much pulls back once again here and then starts dropping and then pretty much just consolidate from here, and it gives you guys a perfect bearish confirmation that telling you that price has more possibility of going shorts than long, then this will be a good zone to start looking for sales as well. I will be looking for sales back into the 37 or the 38,670 zone, right, which will be this zone over here that we formed last week. Now, this is a zone just to keep an eye on as well. Pretty much, I'm not sure if I'm gonna trade US30 this morning since I'm not. The only way I'll trade US30 this morning if it does give me that buy opportunity. But if it starts breaking under on this zone, it will be risky trade for me. I will be more interested in taking sells if we start breaking under this zone, right? So you guys can obviously take the sells here if you guys get your entry confirmation, but I'd rather stay out for today if it doesn't give me those buy opportunity. But if it starts pretty much hanging around this zone, I'd rather look for sales under this area, right? But just keep an eye around these zones over here. So under the zone, I'll be looking for sales if it does break under, right? So we're just going to see exactly what US30 does this morning. But those pretty much here, safe buys above here, risky sales around these zones over here. I'm not really comfortable taking the sales here. But if it does clean, maybe, I don't know yet. I'll show you guys in the recap if I do take them. But under here is where I'll be more, what is that word? More comfortable taking those safe sells under these zones over here. So we're gonna go into gold. So this morning with gold, I did take some buy position with the VIP group, right? We end up taking some buy limits around the 2148, which as you guys can see, price perfectly pretty much tapped the zone and then boom, push back into the upside, right? Now, one thing that you guys gotta have in mind, right? Keep in mind that we're in a bearish trend with gold at the moment, right? Off the H1 time frame, right? I wouldn't really say bearish completely off the weekly and daily, since obviously we did have a very strong bullish momentum last couple of days or the last couple of weeks, right? That gold obviously started pushing up to the upside. But notice how we're literally just downtrending, creating lower lows and lower high. So we did get the clean break to a downside. We did obviously reject these zones over here, and we're currently retesting again this area, right? Notice what is this area? An area of support, which price perfectly broke under, and we're now getting the pullback into it, right? Now, this is the only way that I'll be interested in continue buying gold. So check this out. Gold is literally at the zone of support, right? Which is another area of support. As long as gold can remain itself above this zone, which I will say 2153, literally the same exact zone that I was looking for buys yesterday, 2053, 2050 area. If price continues to remain itself above these two zones over here, this will be some great opportunity to start looking for buy position back into the upside. Now, let's say if you guys first missed the 2153 entry and it does give you guys a bullish confirmation, right? But let's say that you guys missed this one. Another good area to start looking for buys will be a break and retest above the 2156. Remember, it's going to be the higher time frame support, which is this zone over here, which price pretty much end up breaking under, which is currently retesting and rejecting it. But that will be the second opportunity if you guys missed this first one, right? So if it continues breaking above, you guys are good to continue looking for buys. Just simply wait for those break and retest setup, and then obviously target back into the 2162. 2162, once price get there, remember it's at this moment we're holding very strong as resistance, but if it continues breaking above, you guys can literally look for the same exact opportunity, which is just simply break and retest right now. And then obviously just target 2170. Keep an eye around 2172, right? This might be a good zone to start looking for sales if we get those bullish momentum to the upside later on today, right? Just keep an eye around 2170. If it does reject, you guys are literally good to sell. But let's say that at this point from there, since we are retesting, since obviously we are in a bearish structure and we are retesting a broken structure of support, the only way that I'll be interested in taking sell will be if price breaks and retests under the 2153, right? Very simple. So if we don't get those bullish confirmation above this zone over here and price literally just start doing something like this, I'll obviously wait for 15-30 minute candle closure under this on 2153. Wait for those minor pullback into a downside. Once you guys get those confirmation, this will be a good zone to start looking for sales. I will target obviously back into the 2048, maybe even lower 2046, right? But that will be only if the bearish volume continues breaking under, right? So that will be the only way that I'll be looking for sales with gold this morning. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'm just gonna keep it very simple. I'm not gonna complicate it at all. So I hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the recap. Peace out, guys.